Good morning. Yesterday you learnt about simple present tense. How in simple present tense the first form of the verb is used with I, you and plural subject. We use the first form of the verb but with the third person singular number. We add as or es in the verb. Clear? This is what we have learnt in detail with examples yesterday. So today we are continuing the simple present tense. Now see, see how the simple present tense is used, where it is used, uses of the simple present tense. Habitual activity. So suppose there is some action of which you are habitual. It is your daily activity, the activity about which has become your habit. You will use the simple present tense. Suppose when you wake up, what do? You brush your teeth. Brush. Brush is first form of the verb. It is a simple present tense. So it is activity, habitual activity. No? So you are using simple present tense. Now we are taking the example in the slide. We go for a swim twice a week. So swim. Swim is first form of the verb. So it is indicative of simple present tense. So it is his habit. It is our habit that in a week, twice in a week we go for swim. So it is indicating the habitual activity. Okay? Got it? Now next example. The doctor visits a patient every day. So it is the duty of a doctor. So it is his habitual activity. He goes to visit. So he visits the patient every day. Visits. Visit is a first form of the verb because the subject is singular, the doctor, the singular subject, the third person singular. So we have added the verb as in the verb. The doctor visits a patient every day. Okay? It is again a habitual activity. Another use of the simple present tense is in universal truths. There are certain things which are universally true, the truth of which cannot be denied, the truth of which will never change. We can see the examples given. The earth moves round the sun. So it is a universally truth phenomena. The earth will always move around the sun. The earth moves around the sun. So we will use simple present tense. Move is the first form of the verb. And with earth, because earth is a single subject, singular noun, so s is added. Right? Next. 2 and 2 make 4. So again, it is universally true. 2 and 2 plus 2 will always be 4. So again, the verb make, first form of the verb, simple present tense. So the next use of simple present tense is in newspaper headlines. You must be reading newspaper daily, isn't it? So when you see the newspaper headlines, you will find that only the simple present tense is used. See the example. Mishra defends Grand Alliance resolution. What is the verb here? Defend. Defends. Defends is the verb because Mishra is a singular noun. So as is added. Mishra defends Grand Alliance resolution. Next, cabinet minister resigns. Here, the verb is resigns. Again, the first use of first form of the verb. So it is a simple present tense. So you see that in newspaper headlines, the simple present tense is used. Another use of simple present is in running commentaries on matches. You must be very fond of matches, isn't it? You see the commentaries and you pay attention to it. It is always in simple present tense. The example is given. Jai Singh aims at the ball, hits it strongly, makes 2 runs. See the verbs. Aims, hits, makes. Again, the first use of the first form of the verb. Right? Now, you see that this simple present tense is also used when you have to demonstrate a process or experiment. When you are doing something and you have to elaborate it. If it is a process or an experiment, what will you use? You will use simple present tense. See the example. I take 3 medium-sized onions, chop them into pieces and fry them in butter until they get brown. So now tell me, where are the verbs? What? Take, right? Take, chop, fry, get. These are the verbs. And which form is used? The first form of the verb is used. So again, the simple present tense. So these are some of the things where you will use only simple present tense. Now you see some examples of affirmative sentence, then how we will change them into negative, then how we will change them into interrogative. So first of all, I am giving you some examples of affirmative sentences. I recognize you. Recognize again, first form of the verb, simple present tense. This is affirmative sentence. Next, the river flows under the bridge. Flows, first form of the verb. The mangoes appear to be ripe. Mangoes appear again, first form of the verb. He resembles his father. All 4 examples are examples of affirmative sentences and of simple present tense. Now how will we change them into negative? So the affirmative sentence was I recognize you. So if we have to change it into negative, we will use do not. I do not recognize you. The river flows, affirmative sentence is the river flows under the bridge. Now we have changed it into negative. The river does not flow under the bridge. Because it was flows, s was added. So here also in verb does not, right? Third, the mangoes appear to be ripe. That was the original sentence. So we have changed it into the mangoes do not appear to be ripe. Fourth, He resembles his father. It was the affirmative sentence. Okay. Now we have changed it into he does not resemble his father. So we add do not or does not according to the verb. Now interrogative sentences. So in changing them into interrogative, we are changing affirmative into interrogative. So we will take do or does in the very beginning. See in the first example, do I recognize you? Now we have taken do in the beginning. Next, does the river flow under the bridge? Now the word does. Third example, do the mangoes appear to be ripe? Next, does he resemble his father? So in interrogative, do or does will come in the beginning. Okay? Thank you.